That's usually comes from a feeling of hurt. That's a person who's cared too much in the past. You know, there's a person who has put themselves out there too much. They've been hurt so many times, they've decided, you know, enough is enough, no more. At this age, when you're young, you may not realize, you know, how your habits are creating essentially how you're developing certain traits, how you're becoming something that perhaps you didn't even want to be. And that's all down to what you do, how you do, who you associate with. But that also comes down to being honest about these things. You cannot complain if you are not ready to take action. You know, you cannot complain if you're not ready to do something about your situation. You cannot complain if you're not ready to get up and say, do you know what, that happened, but that's not going to define me. I'm going to try again. You're only as happy as your mind. You're only as happy as what's in your head. You're only as happy as what you already have. That doesn't mean you can't aspire for more, but being content with what you have and preparing yourself to achieve what you want, that's the secret to being happy. That's the secret to success. That's the secret to fulfilling your potential. That's the secret to being the best version of you that you could be. That's the secret to being happy. That's the secret to being a happy person to be around, a good vibe. You know, a lot of the times we see all these quotes, you know, positive vibes only. On my t-shirt, it says, you know, stay positive. Which is, to be honest, that's the reason I bought this jumper. Fundamentally, if you look at yourself and say, do you know what makes me happy? What makes me tick? What makes me unhappy? What makes me unproductive? What makes me productive? What motivates me? What makes me feel down? What brings me down? From there, you can start looking at it like, okay, let me do more of what makes me feel happy. Let me do more of what motivates me. Let me do more of what I see myself doing, as opposed to bringing yourself down based on the negativity around. The emotions can either benefit you or they could be your downfall, you know. And you know, that's probably why emotions get such a bad rep. People don't want to be emotional. But you know, when you get to the point where you want to switch all your feelings away, that's usually comes from a feeling of hurt. That's a person who's cared too much in the past. You know, there's a person who has put themselves out there too much. They've been hurt so many times, they've decided, you know, enough is enough, no more. However, you know, you can do something about that. Not everybody will hurt you. Not everybody's for you. Not everybody's in your world. Not everybody's supposed to be in your circle. Not everybody's supposed to be your friend. Not everybody's supposed to be your neighbor. Like, you're not supposed to be even saying hello to certain people. Not out of malice, simply because your path shouldn't cross. So don't ever feel bad when you have to remove yourself from a negative situation or from the presence of somebody who is not benefiting you negatively. You know, do not be afraid, but be honest with yourself. Be honest with that person. Tell them how you feel, why you feel the way you do, but also be ready to deal with your consequences. Whatever they are, deal with them, because it's only going to be you. It's only going to be you who is unhappy or happy. It's only going to be you at the end of the day when you're all alone like this. You're the one who has to, you know, you're going to be in your mind. And if your mind is not in the right place, you are hurting yourself, and that makes me sad. That's why I want to say to somebody, I don't know what situation you're in, I don't know what's going on with your life, but I do not like seeing people sad. No one deserves to be sad. And when you're happy, ultimately, like, that's the best feeling in the world. It's the most calm. Everything works. Your makeup looks better. Your hair is on fleek. Even your eyebrows, they'll just be doing themselves. Like, you don't even need to stress too much, because all you need is happiness. And you most likely have everything you need already to be happy. You just have to make the decision and take the plunge and say, do you know what? At all costs, I'm going to be happy. At all costs, my happiness is paramount. Positive vibes only. No negativity in this space. Me alone. Me if I have to be. You're welcome if you bring the right energy. You're welcome if you understand what we're doing here. But we're on bigger things. Like once you cross that line, when you've made that decision, you will see how your life will transform. You will see how you will wake up with all the purpose that you had in your mind, and you see it manifest. You see how you wake up and you can pay attention to certain things, but at the same time you could be actively onto certain things. You will feel yourself get calmer. You feel yourself take things easier. Go a bit slower if you have to. Work at your pace. Don't let anybody tell you you're too slow, too fast. Don't do that. Work at your pace. Do what you feel you're ready to do. Be happy in the decisions that you make. Own it. Take complete ownership. Wherever you are, look at yourself objectively. Look at your situation objectively. Don't factor anybody else in. And say, really, what do I want? And how can I achieve it? What do I need to change to achieve it? What do I need to enhance, emphasize to achieve it? Because it's all down to you. You know, my father always says to me, there's no such thing as a child with a bad attitude. You know, there are bad habits. There are good habits. But the bottom line is there are habits. You choose if you're going to use it for good or bad. You choose if you're going to use it in defiance or in obedience. It's up to you. You know, growing up, a lot of people said, Ruth, you're so stubborn. Everybody who's not my parents, you know, that's the one thing they'll say, stubbornness will kill you. But you know what? That same stubbornness will save you from a lot of things. That same stubbornness will save you from a lot of messy situations, a lot of unnecessary situations. So, you know, at the end of the day, is it a bad habit or a good habit? It's nobody's business. That's what it is, but yours. You be the person you always known you were supposed to be. You be the person that you know you have the potential to be. You be the person that you know you can realistically like work towards. You'll be able to take it easy on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Treat yourself how you want to be treated. Treat yourself how you want to treat others. Let that speak for itself. Don't worry about people. Don't worry about them and their feelings. Just keep doing you. Keep doing what you know works for you. Love yourself. Be there for yourself. It's only you that you have. And you can't be incomplete and add to other people. So you have to work hard on yourself. If there's one thing I've set myself up to do this year, it's working on me. Working on me. If that helps you in any way whatsoever, feel free to reach out. Feel free to get on the journey. Feel free to join the movement. Feel free to keep up with us, because this is not stopping. It's relentless. It's the first, segment of the rest of your life once you make that decision. It's the first segment of life changing once you make that decision. It's like, change is great. I don't know about you, but I'm happy to change as many times as possible. Reinvent, recreate. Make sure your emotions are on your side. Make sure they are on your side. Trust your instincts. and then keep going from there. You can slow down, you know, you can crawl, you can rest, but just don't stop.